Hey guys, Niki here. I promised you that this week I would make another Q&A video, so here we go. You've been asking me a bunch of questions on both Twitter and on YouTube, so let's take a look. Any idea when the Jurassic Park movie locations are coming out? It's too early to say, and this might shock you, but I made 2 movie location videos on our last trip about Jurassic Park and the Rocky movies, and I'm starting with the Rocky video. So you'll have to look forward to the Rocky video first, and it's gonna be a really good video as well. I hope it'll get finished in a couple of months, and then I'll start working on the Jurassic Park video right away. I'm really looking forward to get that finished as well. It's gonna be a really cool video, the Jurassic Park video, and once I have something done, I'll share it with you. I'll make a teaser. These videos takes a lot of time to edit and work on. I have a full-time job, 40 hours a week, so I can only use my spare time to make my YouTube videos. Did you cover all locations from all 3 of the Jurassic Park movies? And what about Jurassic World? Well, no, my movie location video will only be about the first Jurassic Park movie. I mean, that's the classic one and by far the best one. I don't really care much about the second and the third one. They're not really good, I think. But the first one is amazing, and that's what my video is about. Jurassic World, no. I went to some of the Jurassic World locations, but no, I didn't really have time to cover that. And it would be weird only to cover Jurassic Park and then the 4th Jurassic World. Maybe I'll make another video about the Jurassic World movies in the future. There's gonna be a Jurassic World 2 as well, and maybe a 3rd. Who knows? But right now it's just about Jurassic Park, the first one. Do you watch anime? If yes, which one is your favorite? I don't watch a lot of anime, but I do watch the movies by Ghibli Studios, and my favorite one is My Neighbor Totoro, or in Japanese, Tonari no Totoro. Do you play video games? If so, what game is your favorite? Well, yeah, I play video games, and I have a lot of consoles. I have a lot of them on display behind me, but I mostly play on PC. I play a lot of games for the Oculus Rift. I really love gaming in VR, and I also play a lot of World of Warcraft. Both my girlfriend and I play a lot of World of Warcraft, both as human frost mage, and we usually play 2 or 3 times a week. What movie location video did you enjoy making the most? Why? Well, the one that I enjoyed making the most without a doubt is the Jurassic Park one, which isn't out yet. The nature in Hawaii is so amazing, so breathtaking, so that's the one we both enjoyed making the most, both my girlfriend and I. But the one that I'm most proud of would be the Star Wars video, because we put so much work into that video, and it was 6 or 7 different trips to 6 different countries. It was so hard making that video, and we put our lives in danger a couple of times in Tunisia and in Norway. I'm really proud of the final product when I see the video, but we didn't exactly enjoy making that video too much. How is it to have a girlfriend who shares your passion? Well, it's amazing. I think I'm quite lucky to have a girlfriend who really enjoys to go on these nerdy adventures as much as I do. I'm really thankful for that. How much does it usually cost when you make the movie location videos? Well, to be honest, I don't really know the budgets on our different videos. I know that we spent about 100,000 Danish crowns on the Star Wars video. That's about $16,000 US. And I only know that number because we were a lot in the media about the Star Wars video, and the journalists kept asking us, how much did you spend? I don't really remember how much we spent on the Lord of the Rings video, but I think it was about half of the Star Wars video. But I do know that the last one here about Jurassic Park and Rocky, we spent about 85,000 Danish crowns, which is about $13,000 US. Obviously, I'm not doing these videos for the money because I don't really make a lot of money on the movie location videos compared to how much they cost to make. I make those videos because I love doing it. Yeah, people have been asking me to make another top 10 movie mistakes, and I'm really sorry there hasn't been a new one yet. I didn't realize it until recently that people really enjoyed the one about the Lord of the Rings. I'm definitely gonna continue that series now, and I'm working on one right now, and it'll be out next week. Have you been to Russia before? No, not yet. Niki, what's your favorite movie? I'm not gonna answer that right now because I'm planning on doing a top 10 of my favorite movies, and I'm gonna do a lot of top 10 videos in the future. What's your future plans for movie location videos? Well, I don't have any plans right now because I'm just concentrating on finishing the one about Jurassic Park and the one about Rocky, but I do have some ideas for the future. I really want to find the filming locations of Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean, And I would also love to make another video about Star Wars, the newer ones. But I'm gonna wait until episode 7, 8 and 9 are out so I can make a thorough video about them all. And I would also like to make a movie location video about Game of Thrones. I'm a huge fan of that show and I really want to find the locations, and most of the locations are actually here in Europe, so I don't even have to travel that far. But I'm gonna wait until the series has ended, which is next year. So maybe already next year I'll make a video about Game of Thrones. What programs do you use when you work? Well, I've already answered that before, and you can actually see it in the description of all of my videos. But just real quick, I use Avid Media Composer for editing, and I use After Effects and a lot of third-party plugins for all of my visual effects. Question for Q&A. What's your favorite animated movie? I'm just looking at my shelf right now. It's probably Finding Nemo from 2003. I mean, the CG is amazing and the story is great. That movie really blew me away. I would say that's my favorite animated movie. And I also really enjoyed the sequel, Finding Dory. How do you finance your location movies? With this? No, I don't really know what to answer. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just finance them myself. What was the first editing software you used and how old were you? Maybe show a clip for something you made way back if you got one. Yeah, the very first editing software that I had was MGI Video Wave 2. It was in 1999, so I was 14 years old. It was a very primitive software, and back then it was really hard to get your footage into the computer. It required a grabber unit, and they were really expensive. And there were no files in the camera back then. The cameras had an old analog videotape in the camera. Well, you would link the camera to the computer, you would press play on the camera and then start recording on the computer. And I remember my maximum resolution was 320 by 240. I still got all of my videos from back then, but because of the resolution, the maximum resolution, the videos look horrible. Before 1999, I couldn't really edit my videos because computers weren't usually powerful enough to edit videos. So I just recorded videos on my camera, and when I took the tape out, that was the final product. But it was wonderful when you were able to use your computer for editing. Suddenly making videos was a lot more fun. What is the name of your speakers? Anyone please answer? I just got new speakers, but they're just upgraded versions from my old ones, so you won't really notice the transition, I think. But they're called Creative Gigaworks T40 Series 2. And I love these speakers. They're really good for editing, and I don't have a stupid subwoofer laying on the ground. The bass in these speakers is quite good. What happened to Nika and Morten? A few years ago I used to make pop music with a buddy of mine called Morten, and we made music for 3 or 4 years and made a couple of music videos. It was quite fun. We stopped making music in 2014. I just don't have the time anymore. It was fun. I still make music sometimes, but nothing really serious in a band anymore. I also used to play drums in a lot of different bands in the past. What's the worst movie you've seen? That's without a doubt the Twilight movies. I was really open-minded when I saw those movies, but it was just the weirdest nonsense that I've ever seen. But I guess I'm not really the target audience. It's mainly for teenage girls, so yeah. Which person is the most famous you've met? Well, I've met a lot of famous Danish people since I work in the movie and TV business. Well, the most famous ones are probably, well, I met Jared Leto about 10 years ago. He's probably the most famous one that I've met. And I've met the drummer from Metallica, Lars Ulrich. And that was really cool because I'm a drummer myself and he's been one of my idols for many years. Have you seen The Room, Batman and Robin, or any so bad they're good movies? Oh yes, I've seen The Room. I really love that movie. It's really weird to love a movie just because it's really bad. And I've thought about making a movie review of the movie many times. And I've only held back because so many people have been discussing and reviewing that movie for many years. But I think I'll make a video about The Room anyway, because maybe you'll like to know what I think about the movie and just watch me make fun of it. And yeah, I've seen Batman and Robin, but I haven't really seen it since I was a kid, you know, when it came out in 1997, and back then I just loved it. I was about 12 or 13 years old. And yeah, I've seen a lot of other bad movies. Maybe I should make some videos about it. Where do you work now? Well, I'm not working this week and the next, but in 2 weeks I'm starting working on the next season of the Danish X Factor. I'm gonna be working as a visual effects artist and as a color grader, just like I did the last season. And you guys seemed pretty interested in my work on the last season of X Factor, so I was thinking about making vlogs on my work. How long time have you made YouTube, editing, TV? Well, I've made videos since I was about 5 or 6 years old. It's been my hobby my whole life. And I started doing YouTube in 2006 when YouTube started. And I started working with movies and television professionally in 2010, so I've been doing that for 7 years. Well, that's all the questions I'll answer for now. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and then I'll make another Q&A video sometime in the future.